This week's the induction week for the new starters on the graduate program, and we as a team, the graduates from last year, have organised this entire week for them and set up a challenge for them to achieve by the end of this week.
Yes, so we're obviously a year into the programme now, and last year we had the same experience as this year's intake. So our role were really about developing leadership skills. So a lot of organising the week, getting the venue, the catering, coming up with the challenge questions. So we work quite closely with HR to develop that at a corporate level, and then making sure it all came to plan and giving the challenge out to the graduates and acting as a support for them throughout the week. So definitely developing the attribute of leadership there. So a great opportunity for us as well as the new intake.
The aim being that you get to find out about the organisation and we get some benefit as an organisation from you, from some fresh thinking that we might not have thought about before. So no pressure, but you have to present your findings at the end of the week. You've got loads of people who've done this before to help you with the challenge. And as I say, we've got some senior people that you will be meeting to ask questions and to get some insight from as well. So in the best sort of apprentice style challenge, that's your challenge, and I look forward to finding out what you're going to come up with at the end of the week.
Well, we've been very pleased with the programme. I mean, for us, a key reason for getting involved in developing the graduate tutor scheme is our desire to bring newer academics or younger academics into the faculty, first career academics. That come in with buzzing with ideas, lots of energy, and are developing the research skills as well as their teaching skills. And for us, they've been making a huge impression, and it's been very successful. Made a big difference in the faculty.
But they're really keen and enthusiastic about what they're doing and where they're going, to the point where they're volunteering already. I want to be getting other parts, what I call additionality, other things that we add to in the university. Yeah, they're a joy to be around.
Well, I've had first-hand experience in terms of one of them, Jane Jenkinson, who was in health and well-being, and so I know from my experience personally how good they were, and equally I've had the same feedback from my colleagues in the other faculties and directorates about what they're actually bringing to the university themselves, and it's good to give someone an opportunity to have a bit of time and space to look at things that perhaps we wouldn't normally get the opportunity to do. For example, in health and wellbeing, we did pick up around contracts and contracts management, and Jane got very heavily involved in that and produced a really good piece of work at the end, of which we've been able to then take forward and implement within the faculty itself. So yeah, absolutely excellent from what I've seen.
Well, I'm really pleased to act as a mentor because I've not done anything like that while I've been at the university. I think it's a really good scheme. It's a good opportunity to support young people with developing their career. And I also like the idea of being a mentor because it's very much about kind of developing people and going with what they want to do and supporting them with their kind of skills and kind of career aspirations.
It was brilliant for us to have a fresh perspective and someone that hasn't been involved in the bureaucracy of the organisation before, just completely fresh and is excited about a challenge. And I don't think sometimes you don't get that from existing stuff, and was genuinely excited to get their hands dirty, and I've really enjoyed that. I think it's important in the sense that we're investing in our own students, because obviously we're trying to have our own student body. I know that doesn't always happen. Having people who are new graduates and who have gone through this extremely rigorous process of obviously securing the job, they are invaluable to the university. I think they are so important, and their ideas and their energy can only make it a better place.
The development programme is a really important aspect, I think, of the whole programme. It gives opportunity for the graduates to get together over a course of 3 weeks staggered over each year. And it's a chance to reflect really on the learning they've had during the course of their placements. But also as well to think about different skills and different approaches they may use back in the workplace. We prefer to use a sort of experiential type learning approach where we base a lot of the learning through projects. So for example, in the induction week, as we can see, the graduates have a challenge to address during the course of the week, meet up with various people and come along today and present their findings. Now through that sort of approach, hopefully, well, certainly in our experience, the graduates develop their attributes. So we use the Professional Services Attributes Framework, and based on that framework are a number of indicators. And what we try and do is identify key skills to practice in the workplace in these projects, and then eventually embed them in their placements. So we're trying as close as we can to their real roles, the real jobs, the day-to-day jobs, and develop those key skills in that way.
I had 2 6-month placements. So my first placement was supporting academics, having a project, leading on a project really, and helping others from agencies, so having that leadership responsibility. And the second one were all about the student experience, so coming up with recommendations to improve student communication. So even in the first year, so much variety. There were certain times where it were a challenge, but the best development opportunity I could ask for, and you learn so much in 6 months. And I think when I started, you go into this role and you think, I've been given a job, I need to know absolutely everything about it, but support from your line manager to your peers to HR, they really recognise that it is a development programme, so you've got fantastic support throughout.
I mean, they've had a week, and you can only do so much in a week, but I think what they've achieved is the realisation that research isn't quick. So to start their research journey, I think the learning of the research process from this, beyond everything else, will be of immense value.
I think it's really important to universities. It allows us to get new managers for the future as well, and it also supports the employability agenda as a whole, which is really important. As a university, we support this.
Everyone's been so friendly and so welcoming, and you know, obviously you're scared on your first day, but after the first couple of days you just relax and you realise that, you know, everyone's here to do a job and you're all here to work together, and everyone's really excited for you to be part of that as well.
It's an amazing experience and you've got to make of it what you will, but it's an amazing opportunity that we found, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
fantastic opportunity.
Do it.
Do it, go for
Roll your sleeves up and get stuck in. I think that's
give it a go.
I've just been saying to them, because they were saying to me actually, what did you expect, what you were going to see and all that stuff, and I think they've done an exceptional job in such a short space of time, particularly to come up with such imaginative ideas, the way in which they've promoted it and how they've presented it. I think it's brilliant.